So in lesson 2, we discussed the importance of using problems as teaching tools for instilling the qualities of character like cooperation, courage, responsibility, and respect in our children. And we saw how using effective communication skills promote cooperation while teaching how to solve problems. So we're going to take another look at the problem handling model that I presented in that lesson. And this time we're going to focus on the left side of the chart, which shows the methods of handling parent-owned problems with effective discipline methods. But more important than just handling the problems, these methods teach responsibility. So the problem handling model, remember we need to anticipate and prevent problems through problem prevention talks and other family meetings. So this is lessons 2 through 4. And if a problem does occur, we need to determine who owns the problem. Is it the parent, the child, or is it both? Do we share responsibility? So under the parent-owned, we need to provide discipline. And when we provide discipline, we're going to determine the child's goal and negative approach, and then avoid paying off the misbehavior. So the basic discipline, which is less structured, are polite requests, iMessages, and firm reminders. A more advanced discipline, which is more structured, is logical consequences and the FLAC method. And we're going to be going over all of this. And no matter who owns the problem, we want to encourage, encourage, encourage. And the rest of this lesson is going to explore how to use discipline skills to teach your child responsibility and how to live within those limits that you're determining as your family leader. And when using any of the discipline skills that are here on the screen, we want to keep these things in mind. 1, your goal is to teach your children, not to hurt them. Discipline comes from disciplina, to teach. We can teach far better without hurting their feelings or their bottoms. And whenever you're disciplining a child for negative behavior, find opportunities to encourage any improvement the child makes in the future. And your encouragement is going to do a lot to promote more positive behavior. On the other hand, when a child improves their behavior after being disciplined and you ignore the improvement, it's going to be very discouraging. And that discouragement leads to the misbehavior. And when we use discipline to influence our child, we want to use the least assertive method that works. The research suggests that the less a child attributes his positive behavior to outside forces, which is your discipline, the more that they're going to internalize the reason for their positive behavior as being their own. And that's going to lead them to develop positive values, which is going to promote positive behavior. And even when you're not around, to offer the discipline. And lastly, let the discipline be motivated by caring. When a child knows that you're disciplining them because you care about them, it's easier for the child to accept. When we discipline out of frustration or anger or our own desires, it's difficult for the child to accept and learn the lesson that we're trying to teach.